Hello everyone, welcome to City Skylines. I hope you are all having a pleasant weekend. And this is the game that will be replacing Saints Row 4. Not many of you seem that interested in Saints Row 4, so maybe more of you will be interested in this game. Now, one thing to bear in mind, I do have a few mods active, or at least one anyway. So the extended road upgrade enables me to create two-way, one-way roads, which is a very handy thing. And there's a few things on the Steam Workshop, so like Space Needle, skate parks, extended road upgrades, and the turbine interchange. So that's about all that's available. So let's start by creating Chadtopia. If I can even spell the name. Green Plains is a nice map, and we'll stick with left-handed traffic for obvious reasons, because we are in Europe. You can see building opportunities, 74%, blah, 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 blah. We've got reasonable amount of natural resources. Let's get underway. Now, I have been playing a little bit of this game on my own time, of which I've had quite a bit because I haven't been able to record, as you guys are probably no doubt aware. So the first things first, we shall pause. Now, here is our interchange and our first entrance into the town. Now, one thing that you do have to do, it won't give you any of this until you build your first road. So let's build a road, and we're just going to build it to there. Now, what you can do, you can link them, you can do whatever you want. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to build this road down to here, and build this road down to here. Now you can see they're slightly smaller because they're highways is what comes in, and we can't build a highway yet because we don't have enough people. But what I've noticed is that things that certainly help the situation are lovely things called roundabouts. Now, we'll put the roundabout there. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a 6-lane road that will connect to there, and a 6-lane road that will connect to there. Now, what we can do then is we can upgrade those two to 6-lane roads as well. Now, you can see here that these are one-directional roads, so we want to make sure that the roundabout only goes in one direction and in one way. So, what we're also going to do now is we're going to consider electricity. Now, what I want to do is I want to put the electricity, I'm going to create coal for the time being because it's just simpler and easier, is I want to put it in a place where it's easy to deliver to, because that's going to keep the power going and the lights on. So we're going to put it there. Now, so what will happen is that they'll come around the corner and then they'll go up this direction. So what we want to do is if we move back to the road here, and then we've got, this is the thing that the mod gives us. We want to make it a one-way road in that direction, like so, you see? So now that is a one-way road going onto the main highway. And a two-way road right next to it, so they can come around here, and then they can park, and they can do whatever they want to do. Now, also, what we're going to do is we're going to create a small road out of that setup there, and there we go. So that's simple. And we'll put some industry all around because it's all going to pollute anyway, so we might as well pollute the bejesus out of the damn thing. Okay, so we shall then move on to this area here. So if we create it to about, I would say about there, and we're going to have an option, so we can have, I don't know why it's a road like that, it's slightly curved, but you know, whatever. I think I'm going to leave that out there. We could put another road in there, which is a possibility. But then this is only a one-way road, so, you know, let's put it in there anyway. Now, you can obviously see there's a massive demand for residential, so residential will be our focus for the time being. However, you can see, if I just unpause it for a second, you can see the river flowing there. And what we need to do is we need to start thinking about putting in something along the lines of a water pumping station. So if we put our water pumping station there, and then downriver, we'll put our sewage. Because we don't really want to dump loads of sewage into our water, our fresh water, obviously. Now, one thing to bear in mind is that these things have to be powered. Now, I could run a power line all the way down there, but what I tend to find is it's good just to put a self-contained wind farm just there, only a single one, mind you, and enable that to just do the wind generation for that area, because it is out of the way. Now, these are the water pipes that we are creating. Now, you can see that they are actually water and sewage pipes, so they're a combination pipe. Now, let's see, let's move that down to there through the center, and then we'll have another one which we will stretch out to here, and then another one which we will stretch out to there. Now, let's consider our residential area. Now, there's going to be noise pollution down there. There's not really much we can do about that under the circumstances, for now anyway. What we're going to do then is, to make sure we maximize the use of space here, we're just going to build some roads like that. And you can see there, we want to build them so that these guys are all next to each other. And so what we'll do then is we'll start creating residential areas here, like so. So residential, residential, residential. And you can see they're all covered by the water. Now, the only thing we've got to be careful about is that we may, because if you look at the power here, it's an area. And what we may need to do is we may just need to run some power lines down to the residential area. Now, what we shall do also is we'll just take out that little line there. There's no point keeping it there. It's just going to get in the way. So, here are the residential... Actually, no, what we'll do is we'll make that a commercial area. So the commercial areas will be here. As people leave the area and, you know, leave work and all the rest of it, they drive past the roundabout of commercialism, so to speak. So, you can see here that this is the start of the industrial area. And what we'll do is, I think we'll run a road down this side here to about there. Now, obviously, what we can do is we can run roads to there to maximize that industrial area as well. You can see we can move one just that way as well. So that's looking quite good, and then we can run a road to there, like so. So this is looking to be a nice industrial area, and this kind of area will be power central because they have to deliver stuff to this location. Now, obviously, they'll come in here, they'll go all the way around, and then they'll either go up this road and deliver it, or they'll go to one of the other roads and deliver it, or at least that's the plan. So here is more industrial areas. So that's not looking too bad. I think I'm quite pleased with that. And what we'll do is we will create more roads here for more residential. But I think that's going to be it for the time being, because we don't want to overdo things. Now, part of the problem here, you can see, is that we are going to run out of water for these guys if we do not take care of it. So if we run that to there we go. Let's unpause and see how things go. Now, one thing to bear in mind, you've got all these things up the side here. You can tell the happiness, you can tell the traffic levels, you can see also there are multiple regions that we will be able to purchase over the course of time. So your city gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So we can go over to here and over to here, over to here, over to here, over to here. So these are the things that we can actually do. Now, let's just close the chirper, which can get a little bit annoying sometimes, but invariably it's fine. And so there you go. There you can see the pumping station. It says it's not operating, but it is. And then over here we have the sewage dumper, so to speak. So water drain pipe. Anyway, now you can see, look at this. We have residents coming to live in our city. And now you can see the money's starting to go down. That's because of things like costs of roads and sort of like the cost of delivering power and just general operation. You see here, this is where we're going to have to run the power just very quickly, just over to there like so. There we go. So that should resolve that power issue because of the adjacency. There we go. So the power issue has been resolved, which is good news. Good news. I approve of this. We are heartily pleased. Okay, so let's see. What we want to do is get to a position where enough money is coming in that we can then start to expand a bit further. So what we can do here is just create another road down to there. And another, whoopsie-daisy, another road down to there. And then residentialise that up. You got the option of like paint brushes, so you can put like a brush and you can brush stuff. There we go, see like that if you want to sort of control where it goes and all that kind of funky good stuff. Anyway, water is looking good. You can see here, up here, our water availability is looking good. Power availability, we are generating 47 megawatts and we're using 2. Both of these guys are powered up and they should be connected, which they are. You can see there, running under the water there, which is good. And you will see then obviously the ooh, that is the sewage outflow pipe. Ooh and ooh. Lovely stuff. So let us return to Chadtopia and see how things are going. You can see now money is coming in, but it's taking its time. We don't have a lot of industry in yet. So, but these things take time. And we're unfortunately negative in our finances, but we'll see. There we go, things are starting to move in. Convenience stores on that main road. You've obviously got a Big Bite restaurant. There we go, munch, munch, munch. Oh, goddamn volcanoes. So hopefully we will not suffer too much from a lack of money. And we'll get some more industry in to start help generating the taxes. And eventually we'll get to a situation where the adjacency means we can destroy that, and then we'll have like obviously buildings near here and all sorts of funky good stuff. There we go, there's a convenience store there. Shiny windows, lovely stuff. As you can see, things still not great with respect to the balance. What we can do is we can reduce that down a little bit. Hopefully reduce the money that it takes so that we can get back into a positive bank balance situation. Now you've also got wind, so over here is a massive area of wind. So we'll be able to put up wind farms if we so desire, but that's also huge noise pollution, which is obviously not a great thing. And there you can see traffic is already starting to build up in these areas. But to be honest, it's fine because, you know, that's the way they want to go. They're all moving in. Now, one thing to bear in mind is that this should be a one-way road. So if we go into our roads, go into this and go into, sorry, that way. There we go. You can see us now. You can see all the arrows going in the right direction. And this should be a one-way road going all the way around, which it is, which is good. So you can see they can go there if they wish to and whatever. There you go, 173. So we're starting to move towards profitability, which is a good thing. Now water pump is working well. And you can see here, general happiness. They're pretty unhappy at the moment, but, you know, they have only just moved in, which is kind of slightly funny, really, considering that they're already unhappy and they've only just moved in. I mean, really? Okay. So there we go. You can see here industry vans delivering and lorries delivering stuff to the industry. So that's why you need a good road sort of in this area. There we go. You can see the traffic working its thing. And these are highways, so we could end up changing this into a highway later. Just to make it just that little bit thinner once we've unlocked what we need to unlock. You see, there we go. We need 2,600 people resident, and we've currently got 363. So, you know, hopefully we can get the full gamut of people in here. See, down here as well. We've still got plenty of space to be taken up by the people moving in. And we'll upgrade these roads soon so that they will have trees down it, which will make people even happier and just creates a nice suburban environment for people to live in. And that's one of the options that you get in here somewhere. It's that one there. Oh my goodness, we still can't. We've got 5,500 people before we can actually get anywhere near that. So that's something to aim for later on. So, residential appears to be working. Operating normally. Now, we do have residential in the centre as well, which is fine. Now, we don't obviously have the money. There we go. Profitability has occurred, ladies and gentlemen. So, with this just small little entrance and these sort of small suburban areas means we're onto a good thing. And what we can also do is, because we spread that road out, we'll be able to build big roads down here and have it as just like a central artery for Chadtopia and go from there. So here you can see the roundabout, making their way through the roundabout. We can upgrade this road to a 6-lane, so it'll be a 6-lane roundabout, which would be kind of awesome. And there they go, off to either out onto the highway, nice fast roads, or back onto the industrial area. There we go, he's disappearing. He's returning to his facility, and off he goes. We'll be able to upgrade these roads eventually as well, once we sort of buy that area, but you can see everything is now starting to sort of come together. The monetary situation is starting to improve. You've got all these commercial areas now starting to be built again. You can see, there we go, delivering, oh, there we go, population of 500. We can build elementary schools, landfill sites, and medical clinics. So those are going to be the first things we're going to want to build. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to stick a landfill, I think, about there, so that people are happy with the garbage being collected and that these guys can immediately go onto there. So medical clinic, I think, would be a good idea to have it about there. And then what we also need is an elementary school, but we don't have enough money for the elementary school. That's 10,000. How much do we have? We got 5,000, so we're going to wait for a while, I think. Now, you can see here that commercial demand still remains relatively high-ish. So what we're going to also do is we're going to build a road down to about, I think, here, because we want to have a nice straight road coming in there as well. Okay, so let's build some more roadage and right areas. So that's only 941 there. Let's see. See, they're nice. Let's build a road. No, let's build a road there. There. like so. So at least then we've got options for more residential, like that. Bit of painting, we do like a little bit of painting going on there. And then in the centre here, we could conceivably build a road down the centre like that, which would increase the amount of usable space. Let's create more residential down the edge here, and then let's put it to the marquee tool. Oh, there we go. Now, let's just make sure that's been selected. It has, good. And let's make sure, yep, that was my worry, water. So let's just run one right down the centre for the time being. And what we'll also do is we'll put more commercial sort of there. And then when we've got more money, we'll put another road sort of right down the middle like so, to maximise our commercial area. Might mean taking out a few buildings, but it means that, you know, things will generally be good. So what we need to do then is we'll need to create a like that for the time being. Let's have a look. Population 676, people are moving in. Got a few adults, teens, and kiddywinks, which is good, good, good. A nice cross-section of people. And the industrial area is continuing. We've got rubbish collection, very important. Keep the people happy. Now, obviously, they'll be able to go around there, make their way up this road here, and we can increase the size of this road if need be. There we go, there's all the... There we go. See, so there's the rubbish trucks, garbage truck. There we go, he's busy collecting garbage. And obviously we want to keep everybody happy so that they know for a fact that all the garbage is being collected and being dealt with, which is what we're sort of looking for. Now, obviously, we do have the ability to build the economy here. Let's put that up to back to 100. Screw it, we'll leave it down. We'll leave it at sort of 75%, I think. No point changing it until they start complaining about lack of water. Yeah, doesn't it look lovely? I like this. Very happy with this so far. There we go, more money is being generated. So, what we shall do then is link that to that, and then drag this down to about here, I think. Because we're going to want to build some more roads down the centre, which is what we do when we've got more money. But the most important thing is that we have the stuff that we want in the area. And we have industry for people to work in places and all that kind of good stuff. We want to keep this area open because we're going to build more of those. And where's he going? Box truck. Returning to facility. All the way around the roundabout. And out the other side. And down to the highway. Straight out. Look at that. Fantastic. So here's more stuff. Delivering ore products to the ice cube factory. Okay. Why you'd want ore products in an ice cube factory is neither here nor there, I suppose. But they'll probably either go up that road or they'll go into this main road here. There we go. And you can see them making their way over and then delivering their wares to this fine ice cube factory here. Look at that. I actually thought that was an airplane going over the top of my house, but it's in fact an airplane going over the top of this area. See what I mean? And the sound of industry at work. How lovely. So traffic is pretty good, actually. This is one of the things that tends to break down a little bit on this game is, you know, traffic design. And so I found that the roundabout coming in this way is really good. So, let's build some more residential areas. Let's build it down to about here, I think. Because what I want to do is I want to make sure that that's a nice straight road, because otherwise I'll start derping out and then you guys will laugh at me and it'll all be horrible. Oh, wrong one. Dezone it quickly. There we go. Did somebody just sneak in there? He did too, the little cheeky git. There we go. So that's looking okay. I'm happy with that as it stands, as I pressed the wrong button. Now, what we were going to also do is run another road down the centre. That's going to be 1320, but we don't have the money for that right now. There we go. So now we can put in more commercial areas, like so. We'll just do those, undo those, and make them commercial just on the edge. There's no point in just having stuff like that right close by. It just seems a bit pointless, really. So here is obviously the roads going on, so we're building a nice sort of combination of pleasant housing in the area. Build it out to there. Make sure that, yeah, we have water coverage, kind of. Let's build that down a bit. And then that down a bit as well. So we can make that residential and that residential and that residential for the time being. Where's our water? Yeah, we can do those areas as well. Ah, excellent! We have the ability to build police station and firehouse, which is going to be important, but what we need more than anything is an area of education for our lovely children. There we go. And so then after that we come out with, yeah, just low on money there for the fire, but hopefully we should be able to build up that money quite quickly and then be able to essentially deal with that problem. So let's just build more of the residential areas. And then what we'll do is we'll create a pipe going down here, and then a pipe going down there, and then a pipe going across. So that covers that entire area. And then we can build these residential areas here, like so. And what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to build another one right down the centre, like so. So these residential areas here, and this residential area here, all supported and covered with water, which is what we want. There we go, all joined. Now these guys saying probably not enough workers, which is fair, and see, that's That's making me derp now. Oh dear. It's not symmetrical. It's not symmetrical. Oh my god. Oh well, never mind. It is what it is. Right, so what we shall need to do is we shall, because of these areas here, we're actually going to have to unzone these areas here. Like so. Because otherwise it's going to get in the way of the road. Right, so what we're going to need to do then is, do we have enough money? We do, good. Is 6-lane road. And then next to it, see, this is the problem that you get. Another 6-lane road. And then we go like that. And then we go like that. See? And then that enables us to build all sorts of good and funky things. And it also enables us to build things like cross areas because they're not too close to each other, you see. So these are the kind of things that are really, really helpful. So what we'll do is we will build an additional road down here like so. And another road down there like so. Link those two up. And make that all industrial. And then all this here we'll make industrial also, and here we'll make industrial. So, not looking too bad, I would say. The only drawback is water, which, as you can see, we'll have to run some... Oh my goodness, something's caught fire. That's really not good. It's because we don't have anywhere... Yeah, there we go, it's burned down. So we're going to have to demolish. There we go. Oh, these guys are saying there's no power. Oh god, we're getting low on power. That could be a problem. Oh, that could be a big problem. Oh dear. See, he's getting his... that's why. Yes, yes, of course. Power budget. 100%. There we go. Should offset that problem. Thank you. Right, so... what we will do is we'll just create some slightly longer roads. Like that, and then we'll start creating a link road between all of them. Because we want everything to be sort of linked together. And select that, and there we go. Water coverage, good. Now, let's just check to make sure that our sewage, yeah, we're not even hitting capacity. Everything's going well. All the poop's coming out. It's great. It's fabulous. It's wonderful. And I think that's where we're going to leave it for this week, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. This starting new episode of City Skylines. And I hope you will continue to watch as Chadtopia grows into a fine and probably very badly designed metropolis. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Where the hell does that go? Oh my goodness, get in there, thank you. Anyway, catch you later, everyone. Cheers, guys.